Hi guys, my name is Ruth Nadia and I'll be your tutor for today's practical. In today's practical, I'll be making 20 liters of liquid soap for business and for home use. So let's start by introducing our ingredients. These are all the ingredients we'll be needing for today's practical. So let's start by 125 gram of Nitrosol. You can see that, and we have our 500 gram of Texapon. The texture is just like Vaseline. Then you can see that, and we have our 250 gram of STPP. You can see that we have our 10 gram of caustic soda. As you can see, then we have our 500 gram of soda ash. Then we have our SLS. Then we at 500 gram of SLS. Then we have our 20 gram of color. Then we have our foam booster. As you can see that the foam booster is optional, and the measurement is depends on you, depends on the money you have. Then we have our perfume, 10 ml of perfume. Then we also have our sulphonic acid, 400 ml of sulphonic acid. As you can see, then we have our preservative. Preservative is optional, is for business purpose. You have your preservative, but it's for personal use. You choose to add, or you can choose not to add it. Then this is all the ingredient we'll be needing for 20 liters of liquid soap. I would like to take a few seconds of your time. If you find this video explanatory enough, like this video so that other people could see it. Then subscribe to my channel for more explanatory videos. Hope you have done that. Thank you. So let's start by making our liquid soap. Then all you'll be needing is a big bowl, and your toner is either a wooden toner or an iron toner, and 5 other bowls, as you can see, to dissolve your chemicals. So you can see that right there. Then I like to refer to the big bowl as a major bowl. And you measure at 20 liters of water in your major bowl, put it aside. Then you go ahead and start to dissolve your ingredient. Then we dissolve our caustic soda in a 2 liters of water in a separate bowl. You can see that you have to dissolve each of the chemicals in separate bowls to make sure they dissolve before you start mixing them together in your major bowl. You can see that. So we go ahead and scoop 2 liters of water inside the separate container. Then you put in your caustic soda into it. Guys, you have to put on your gloves here. I'm not say doing this because it has mastered me. Then you go ahead and turn to make sure it dissolves properly before you start making your soap proper. Then you go ahead and dissolve your soda ash. As you can see that you open them, then you dissolve them in another bowl, just the way you dissolve your caustic soda. You need to be careful. These are harsh chemicals, so that is why it's important you put on your gloves. So don't be like me, please. So you add it to the 2 liters of water. Then you go ahead and turn. Make sure you churn properly so it does not have lumps. Caustic soda serves as a deep cleaning agent in your soap. It helps to remove stains from your clothes. Turn, make sure you turn them properly so it to dissolve, to make sure it dissolved. So as you can see me doing, you turn and turn, then you go ahead to dissolve your SLS. As you can see that this is our SLS. You dissolve in a 2 liters of water in another bowl to make sure it dissolves very well. This will help the quality of your liquid soap. When your chemicals are dissolved properly, it helps the quality of your liquid soap. This is our SLS. You turn and make sure you turn very well. It looks like a rice grain, so you have to turn very well so that it will dissolve properly. Then as you can see that, then we move ahead to our STPP. You dissolve your STPP likewise. Then you can see me doing, and you pour into 2 liters of water likewise in another bowl. Then you dissolve, make sure you turn very well, you churn properly, and make sure it's dissolved before you start making your soap proper. As you can see what I'm doing, you then our ingredients are all dissolved in a separate container, as you can see. So you can see them one after the other. Then let's move to making our soap proper. Then we have our nitrosol. So we'll be adding our nitrosol to the major bowl. You scoop 5 to 7 liters of water in your major bowl. You can see that you add 5 to 7 liters or 6 liters of water in your major bowl. Then after you have measured the quantity of water needed, then you move ahead to start adding your nitrosol little by little to avoid lumps, and you need to turn as you add your nitrosol. This is very important, because if you don't turn properly and consistently, it will have lumps and it will make your soap to look bad. So as you can see me putting it little by little, as you pour in your nitrosol, you make sure you turn consistently. You don't leave it. If you leave it, your soup will go sour. So you have to turn and continue turning until you've added all the nitrosol into your major bowl. As you can see me doing, you can keep turning. Then after putting the nitrosol, so this is the end product. I wish you are here to see the change in the texture. It gets thickens, and nitrosol serves as a thickener for your soap. So you can see that. So we go ahead to add other ingredients. You can see our ingredients are all dissolved. You can see that. So you add your caustic soda ash, SLS, STPP to the major bowl one after the other. So let's go ahead and add our caustic soda right away. So you can see me adding our caustic soda. You pour in your caustic soda. As you pour in, you turn. This is very important. So you don't just leave it, you turn immediately. As you can see, it's better you are two. If you have someone with you, the person will help you to pour it in, but if you don't have, you pour it and turn by yourself. So you go in with your soda ash. Then after your soda ash, we have our SLS. Then after you pouring in your SLS, you have pour in your STPP. As you can see, that is our STPP. Then you keep turning and turning. Our soap is coming out good. You can see the texture, you can see how it looks, you can see how it looks. You need to turn. The secret of liquid soap is in your turning. The better you turn, the more you turn, the better your soaps come out. So as you can see me turning and turning, you need to turn to make sure the chemicals are aligned. So after that, you have to mix your sulphonic acid with your Texapon. As you can see me doing another separate bowl, you mix your Texapon with your sulphonic acid. So you can see me pouring out the sulphonic acid. As you can see that sulphonic acid serves as an oil and grease dissolver. This helps to dissolve your oil and grease from your clothes. Then we have our Texapon. Then Texapon serves as a foaming agent. You can see that. Then you mix both together, your Texapon and your sulphonic acid. As you can see me doing, you have to mix properly to avoid lumps. The bad side of liquid soap is if you don't mix properly, you end up having lumps in your liquid soap. As you can see me adding the mixture of Texapon and sulphonic acid to our soap. Our soap is coming out great. You can see that Texapon serves as a foaming agent. You can see the soap foaming already. You can add more water if you feel it's thick for your turning. You add more water to it to ease the turning. It's not bad. You can add as much as water as you want. So we'll go ahead to add our foam booster. Foam booster enhances the soap. It makes the soap to foam very well. So as you can see me adding the foam booster, you make sure you turn and mix together, turn and make sure all the chemicals are aligned. So you can see me turning and turning and turning and turning. You have to turn very well. Then we move ahead and add our perfume. Perfume makes your soap to smell nice. It makes your clothes to smell nice. After washing clothes with the liquid soap, you can see me after. Then you go ahead with your preservative. Then preservative makes your soap to last long. It enhances the lifespan of your soap. This is not really necessary if you be the one using the soap, but it's for commercial purpose. You need to add it because you don't know when the customer will be needing it. So we go ahead to dissolve our color. We'll be using green color for today's practical. You can see that color enhances the looks of your liquid soap. So you can see me mixing the color right away. After mixing your color, you add to your soap. Our soap is 90% ready. You can see that. So I add to the soap. You can see me adding that to the soap. As you add, you make sure you turn and turn. Make sure you turn very well so that it will align with your soap. So you can see that you keep turning and turning and turning and turning. So you have to turn. If you don't have the strength to turn in your liquid soap, you need to look for someone that will help you to turn. If you can't turn, so it's not bad to ask for help. So that is it. So you need to turn and make sure everything aligns together. Make sure the colors align. You can see that after turning, this is the end product. Our soap is ready. So after turning and make sure they align, you have to keep it for a day, overnight. So you keep it overnight. I'll be putting the list of ingredients on my description box so you could be able to access it. This is the final look of our liquid soap. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.